A woman that has been planning to kill you will go tonight. Archangel Michael says, a shadow that walked beside you in disguise is now reaching the end of its masquerade. She wore sweetness like a veil, but venom lived beneath her tongue. Her smile was a lie, and her loyalty was a trap. But tonight, the veil begins to burn. Someone who once stood beside her now sees the truth and has made a quiet decision to speak. The whispers she sent to tear you down are echoing back toward her with divine force. Her carefully laid web is unraveling because she never accounted for guilt or divine interruption. She envied the power in your presence and feared what your name could become. She sowed destruction in silence, believing your downfall would be her triumph. But she underestimated the reach of light. Someone in her circle has grown weary of her darkness. That person now carries the weight of everything she said, every message, every plan, every threat, and the guilt is louder than the loyalty. They're preparing to speak, not in public, but in precision. A message will be sent, a truth will be revealed. And before midnight strikes, she will face what she never expected: exposure from within. The energy around her has shifted. Those who helped her now feel cursed by her cause. They are stepping back, not to save you, but to save themselves. Her name is becoming heavy in their mouths, and her fear is starting to surface in trembling hands. She once held the illusion of control, but that illusion has cracked. The one she trusted most now fears the spiritual cost of staying silent. They've seen signs at their sleep, heard the echoes of consequence in the quiet, and now they are choosing light over secrecy. The betrayal she never expected is forming into revelation. Her power is collapsing, and by midnight, her name will carry the weight of every lie she told. You may feel something strange, a subtle shift, a chill in the air, a warmth in your chest. That is the moment her hold begins to fade. The divine is not only exposing her plan, it's erasing her influence from your next chapter. She tried to bury you with deceit, but you are rising untouched. Every trap she set is now snapping at her heels. The one delivering the truth isn't doing it for you. They're doing it to breathe again. They've carried too much darkness, and your light has become their way out. Her fear will grow tonight as silence replaces control. She will feel eyes she cannot see. She will scroll through her phone and realize what she thought was hidden has now become proof. She will reach for allies only to find their backs turned. The betrayal has already occurred. The message has already moved, and her plan has already failed. You won't need to say a word. You won't need to confront or defend. The divine has already intervened. Her name is being tied to the truth she tried to bury. The power she thought she held is now slipping from her grasp. Her own words are rising against her. Her own shadow is chasing her now. Someone she never suspected is becoming the voice of justice, not for revenge, but for release. This night marks her fall and your freedom. You may not see it happen, but you will feel it. The heaviness lifting, the peace returning. Your path is being cleared in silence. She was never meant to follow you into this new season. Her role is finished, her presence erased. What was meant to destroy you has been redirected, and what was stolen from you is returning multiplied. Divine timing has arrived, and when midnight comes, her chapter in your story will close forever. And when midnight comes, her chapter in your story will close forever. You will wake with clarity, as if a veil has been lifted from your spirit. There will be no loud announcement, no grand confrontation, but something inside you will know. A weight has broken off. Your name is being rewritten in places she cannot reach. Where once your steps felt stalked, now they will feel guided. The divine has taken what was hidden in shadows and folded it into the light. Heaven has issued a decree. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue that rises in judgment shall fall silent. This woman, this soul who cloaked malice in charm, has now become her own undoing. Her punishment will not come from your hands, but from the hands of time and truth. Her opportunities will shrink. Her favor will fade. Her name will no longer open doors, but close them. The allies she once used as pawns will now avoid her name like fire, afraid of being scorched by the wrath that follows it. She played a dangerous game with sacred ground, and now the ground beneath her is shifting. You, beloved, are walking into the season she feared most. The season where you no longer look back. The pain she planted in your life will become testimony. Her attempts to curse you have become your confirmation. You are protected by forces she cannot name, held by grace she will never comprehend. And now comes the divine reversal. Everything you lost in the shadows will return in the light. The respect she tried to poison, the relationships she tried to sever, the opportunities she tried to block. Watch them return, stronger, sweeter, and untouched by her stain. You are rising, not in bitterness, but in purpose. Your name is being whispered in rooms of blessing. Your spirit is being wrapped in rest, and the peace she tried to disrupt will now surround you like armor. Let this be your assurance. You do not need revenge. You are the evidence that God defends His own. Your very existence is a rebuke to every lie she told. Your survival is a prophecy, and your next season will speak louder than anything she ever said. So now walk boldly. Walk without apology. The ashes she tried to bury you in have become your soil for resurrection. You are not risen by accident. You are rising by appointment. The storm didn't break you. It baptized you. And the fire didn't consume you. It refined you. You carry the scent of survival, the mark of the anointed, the gaze of one who has seen hell and chosen heaven. She will watch. Oh yes, she will watch. Not because you desire her attention, but because God will make your victory visible. He prepares a table in the presence of your enemies, not to boast, but to bear witness that what was meant for evil has turned for good. Your joy will confuse her. Your calm will unnerve her. Your glow will speak what your mouth does not have to say. I am covered. I am chosen. I am free. Do not flinch when you hear her name. Do not shrink when the memory resurfaces. That old fear no longer has power here. You've been delivered from her reach, severed from her cycles, removed from her radar. Even her words fall flat now, powerless, weightless, irrelevant. Her season in your life has ended, and with it, her access to your peace. Heaven has signed a new decree over you. Peace instead of panic, favor instead of fear, destiny instead of delay. You are not who she left behind. You are who God raised up, so lift your head, royal one. The crown fits now, not because you earned it, but because you endured. Every tear watered the roots of the promise. Every betrayal clarified your vision. Every silence was a sacred setup for the sound of your awakening. You didn't just survive her, you outgrew her. She played with shadows, but you became the light. She built illusions, but you now walk in truth. She weaponized your wounds, but God transformed them into wisdom. And now you move with authority, not to dominate, but to deliver. You carry the oil of healing, the fire of discernment, the eyes of one who sees through deception. Let the past stand where it belongs, behind you, beneath the blood. Let her whispers echo into nothingness. Let your silence speak louder than your scars ever could. This is the season where you step over what used to cripple you. This is the hour where what once humiliated you becomes your mantle. This is the moment where what once broke you now bows to you. Because you are not returning to what tried to end you. You are advancing gloriously, unapologetically, prophetically, and the heavens rejoice, because what rose from the ashes is nothing short of a miracle. You are the fulfillment of prayers whispered generations before you, the curse breaker, the cycle ender, the bloodline's answered call. What was sent to silence you only sharpened your sound. What was meant to confuse you only clarified your calling. You were underestimated, but never overlooked by heaven. God hid you in plain sight so no one could tamper with what he was building. You were buried, not to die, but to germinate. And now, what was once hidden will be undeniable. You are not the same version of yourself she tried to dismantle. You are revelation wrapped in flesh. You are prophecy with breath in your lungs. You are fire that refuses to be extinguished. Let the old things grieve your absence. Let the places you've outgrown ache with your memory. You owe them nothing, not a return, not a reply, not a relapse. This is not your comeback. This is your emergence. This is not just healing. This is holy reconstruction. This is not the end of a story. This is the birth of legacy. And as you rise, know this. No weapon formed will prosper. No lie told will last. No attack launched will land. Because you are not only protected, you were preserved. You were not only chosen, you were crowned. You were not only delivered, you were deployed. Walk forward, walk fierce, walk free. Everything that fought you will now have to watch you reign.